I'd like to call the May meeting of the Rockham Community College Board of Trustees to order. Time is 7:05. Mr. Secretary, will you call the roll?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. President Martin Mortendijk.
Here.
Vice President Mary Dillon. Vice Chair.
Yes,
Secretary Grant Valentine. Present. Trustee Mary Ellen Dykstra. Trustee Eliana Eckert.
Here.
Trustee Susan Ramos.
Here.
Trustee Joseph Rand.
Here.
Trustee Mendel Todd.
Here.
Trustee Richard Boyd.
Here.
Trustee Fatima Farouk.
Here.
Mr. Chairman, we have a quorum.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. This is the part of our agenda where we have public comment session. Are there any people in the audience that would like to speak to the board?
Yes.
Want to come up to the dais? You want to just state your name, please?
All right, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Edwin Cardona. This is Hidayah. We are students that go here. I'm a recent graduate. We are speaking today about, we recently heard of a professor, a beloved professor amongst us and over 200 students.
Can you just pull that microphone a
Sure.
little closer to you? Thank you.
Apparently being let go. This professor is in the science department. It came to our attention really late. We felt like we were powerless. We can do nothing as students. This professor, despite not having a title, maybe a doctorate, I'm not going to speak about what he is professionally, but from a student's perspective, this man has he's volunteered his own time to host study sessions before big exams, practicals. There are two per semester, and he hosts them. He hosts both of them. There are two levels of this class, and he hosts both of that. He also made his own website. What I'm kind of getting at is that this professor has gone above and beyond really what even as a student I would expect a professor to do. So we just want maybe a bit of as to know why he would be let go, or we just really wanted to at least get our voice heard, to at least have a say in how this man has affected our lives. He helped us excel as students. He helped us with information, and from our perspective, this decision the dots don't really connect for this decision. I'm sure we do not see everything. We're not going to claim to. But it is a bit confusing, again, from a student's perspective. So we just felt like we should get a bit of a say, or have our voice heard. Again, thank you.
Thank you very much. The board will, we will check this out with the administration, and we thank you for your comment. Okay, tonight we have two items on the consent agenda. We have the approval of the previous meeting minutes, and we have a resolution, one resolution, which is Resolution 35, 2017. This is the approval of is this the rescission? Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. The rescinding Resolution 35, 2017, approval of the 2018-19 academic calendar, which was Resolution 27, 2018. Okay, are there any questions or comments? Okay, can I have a motion to approve?
So,
I'll second, Mr. President.
Okay, we have Mendel. Okay, comments? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Okay, Fatima. Okay, the motion carries. Thank you. Okay, academic affairs, Dr. Susan Deere.
Okay, the board has my written report. I would just like to say that, as the board knows, this past year we've implemented Open Educational Resources, or OER, and we've saved our students over the fall and spring semester approximately $150,000. We had roughly 18 faculty members involved, and I think what's really important is that as the result of a SUNY grant and a faculty-led committee, we have added another 27 faculty members plus the 18 that we already have. So we'll have 45 members who will be engaging in open educational resources, and I'm sure we'll at least double the amount of money that will save our students. So that's very exciting. We learned this week that New York State has granted the East Ramapo School District a 4-year grant to operate an early college high school program. Ramapo High School and Spring Valley High School will be in partnership with Rockland Community College in this endeavor. This fall, we will start with a cohort of 50 high school 9th graders, and they will be high-need students who would not have normally attended college. For me, that's the exciting part. Over 4 years, we will have served a total of hopefully 200 students. Vice President Stilley, Liz Kendall, and myself, we met with the representatives from the Ramapo School District Administration yesterday to discuss next steps. So we don't really have too much to offer at this point, but we will keep the board updated as we move forward. This is very exciting for us. So, thank you, unless there are any questions.
Any questions, comments? Thank you, Dr. Deere. Student Services, Vice President Dana Stilley.
Good evening. You have my written report. I would first like to report tonight on the excellent work that we have been able to complete in collaboration with Swim Digital. Most recently, they unveiled the strategic fall marketing campaign, and we look forward to being able to share that with the campus community as well as the county at large in approximately 4 weeks. So we're very happy about what we've been able to accomplish and the new direction that our marketing is taking. Secondly, I'd like to give an update on our great work with Guided Pathways. Our work for the June Institute includes an in-depth look at our enrollment by program. And the leadership team, which is comprised of faculty, administrators, and staff, have received 2 large data files. The first file contains the number of students that have earned any type of credential here at the college during academic year 2016 to 2017 by program and the major. The second data file is the number of students enrolled during the fall 2017 by program. And so this would include all of our students, the dual enrollment students, any students who are involved in continuing education, and any student who indicated that they were undecided in their program. And from this data, the leadership team must respond to a myriad of questions, but I will share just a few of them with you. Number 1, we need to ensure that the method of tracking and monitoring student progress in each program, and that the students have the ability to also access their tracking and understand their tracking. We also need to ensure that each program designation reflects students' goals, particularly for further education and for employment. We also will take an in-depth look to be sure that the credentials that we are offering are in line with jobs that are in demand for our region. And lastly, we have to be sure that our plans for engaging faculty in the identification of the right math course for each meta major or program of study is identified. And so that is just a snippet of the work that we are doing for the next institute, which will take place, hosted here, June 27th through June 29th. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Stilley. Finance, Mr. Joseph Mara.
Good evening. Just want to make a note that the audit for August 31st, 2017 was signed, sealed, and delivered. The college received a clean opinion, so there's no comments. In accordance with a GAP, generally accepted accounting, generally accepted audit principle, and GASB. So we did very good on the audit, and we got the clean opinion. As for the financial statements for the 8 months ended April 30th, 2018, we're again, I'm optimistically, so I'm really good. I'm very good with what's going on with the financial statements. So, what is it? The summer looks like it's going to be right on budget. So we're right on there. Expenses seem to be going according to plan, and we're keeping an eye on everything, income, expenses, and I just want to make, and everybody knows about this, this report, and I really like this report on page 34. It's a nice report that shows you how our income and expenses are flowing. So, any questions, comments?
Are we going to get an audit, I'm sorry, are we going to get an audit report from the auditors?
Yes, we are.
Next month, yeah, I think.
Yes.
Yes, they sent it electronically.
I'd like to just
Okay, I'm
point
sorry.
out that the audit committee already met with the auditors, and we did get a very clean bill of health, and it was really a great audit, and we will have a presentation, I believe, this coming month.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, operations, Dr. Beth Coyle.
Thank you. The board has received a written copy of my report, but there are a few things that I'd like to highlight or update you on since you've received that. We are in the process of nearing the halfway completion point with Ecosystems, our performance contract, and fortunately, we've transferred over to the new air conditioning unit, and I'm not sure if anybody has noticed, but we have been experiencing some air conditioning and cooling issues on campus, really complications, one after another. So we were fortunate that Ecosystems was able to switch over to their chiller, while we can then address issues with the existing chiller that we have on campus. So we're moving along with that. Related to that, the new boilers were inspected that Ecosystems has put in. So we're now finally dismantling the boilers that, the temporary boiler that you see on campus, so that they can take that back to where they had that from and no longer rent that unit. Another issue that is not directly related to this board, and it's more to do with the association, is that we are rebidding the food service contract on campus. How that impacts this board as well as the community is that you'll either see the same vendor or different. The good part is we're going out and taking a look to see what else is out there. Okay.
I have a question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just want to ask that we have students be a part of that process.
They have been invited.
Okay, good.
Thank you. Also, we have some vacancies in the director and the assistant director of plant facilities position. Mr. Schmidt is leaving his role at the end of the month. And so we're working with Mr. Gruffy as well as the county to fill the gaps and to get them to provide assistance to us with project planning and day-to-day management. Also, we're working with the county to help us to prioritize some of our capital projects that we've had on the list for some times and just start to chip away at those. So we should see some movement on them as well. And finally, we are going to be conducting an institutional facilities rental fee review, comparing our facilities with like facilities throughout the immediate area and extended area to ensure that we are receiving competitive pricing for those that we rent out to. Any questions?
Is that the cultural center?
Yes, anything that we would typically rent out.
That food service, is that going to be a bidding process?
It is the association, so they don't have to go through the same bidding process, but we were following similar processes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Board Secretary, do you have a report?
Nothing to report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. The foundation, there's no report, I don't believe, Susan, correct? The only thing I'd like to announce is that the golf outing will be held on June 12th. Okay, NICET report?
We will have our fall meeting, unfortunately, I don't have the date in front of me. It's either late, I think it is late September, actually. And colleagues, it's in Saratoga, just thought I'd mention that, it's in Saratoga. So, all are invited.
Thank you. Any questions? Okay, is there any old or new business?
The inauguration and the rest of it.
Inauguration?
Yes. The inauguration, that will be the September 12th, 13th, 14th, is coming together. I've done my last presentation today. I spoke with the superintendents of schools here in Rockland County, encouraging them to attend the gala and encouraging them to spread the word within their school districts to please bring people to the faculty symposium. The gala is also coming together, as is the ceremony. Swen, by the way, is doing a great deal of work, gratis for us, which is very nice. The NIAC opening and the student event, still very few details are available to them, but I know that they are the next focus. Okay, that's it.
And that should be recognized on the website.
Okay, yes. On the website, there is a wonderful link, bless you, to the President's inauguration, and it has along the left-hand side all of the different events that are being held, and it's beautifully presented, it's very user-friendly, and so if you want to know the most up-to-date things on the event of Dr. Baston's inauguration, please don't hesitate to go to the website.
Okay, Middle States?
As per the recommendations of the Middle States report, we have had one day of board education. We are also going to have a retreat in July. We have a number of things that Middle States would like us to focus on, but I'm also asking for input from my colleagues and from the administration, if any of you, and the faculty, anybody. If there's things that you think that we should be discussing at that retreat, please don't hesitate to say so. I just ask that you get it to me by June 2nd, because I have to sit down with everyone who's going to actually help me do the whole thing. Okay, so please don't hesitate to give us a.
Okay, any questions, comments? Thank you. Once again, old or new business? If not, can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.